Hey, what's up, guys? Twintuitive 717 here. I am back with another reading. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well as always. I'm going to dive into the Divine Masculine's energy this morning, and I'm going to see what's behind this calm energy that I'm feeling. It's like someone wants to approach you in a friendlier way, a more gentle way. This could be communication coming in for some of you after a long time. I'm feeling forgiveness as well. Oh, no, there's no way. Forgiveness and learning, or forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So this is your masculines feeling forgiveness, okay? It's like they're learning more and more about you from, like, it's weird to say this, but it's like the more you guys go through maybe conflict or disagreements, or it's like this back and forth sparring energy, or sometimes you guys can get competitive with one another. They see that you're very passionate, or like forgiving and learning means that like it takes them time to process things. So you guys might have a disagreement and go through some separation for, like, I want to say for you too, I don't feel like heavy separation energy. I feel like for like a few weeks, or it might be even like a month, and then within that time I feel like it takes them time to understand your intentions behind the things that you say, or they receive downloads about the things that you've experienced and what it is you've gone through. And I feel like at the end of the day, like, your masculine feels like I just love her, like they don't care. They don't care what you guys argued about. Okay, so this is oftentimes why they'll come back in like this very flirty or playful energy, and they may not even talk about why it is you guys would have been at a distance or would have been at odds, because they know that you both have maybe sorted it out already energetically. Okay, and I feel like you guys have, because I do feel like you miss them, Divine Feminines. Okay, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So I do feel like the more they experience forgiving and learning, you do end up getting visions of wanting to communicate with them again. Checking your phone more often, maybe feeling the tingles like something's about to go down, because why would you be checking your phone like that, right? So I feel like both of you are ready to call this back in, and usually, like, on the twin flame journey after forgiveness and learning, you're definitely going to see a version of your masculine that's like more calm, more gentle. They've learned something about you as well, and I'm hearing for a lot of them, it's just like, just don't argue with you. You know everything. That's what I'm hearing them say. You know everything. You think you know everything. And the best way for them to avoid this conflict, because I feel like they missed you. Like, it's not worth it for them. It's not worth it. Next time, they're just going to be quiet about whatever it is and just let you go off. Okay, we do have new love as well. So this is the version of them that's, like, reappearing for many of you, is, like, this new love, a new person stirring romantic feelings within you. And that's why I feel like this, playful or flirty energy here coming through, because I feel like maybe you guys have broken some cycle, or there's no more misunderstandings, is what I'm getting. Like, maybe somebody spoke their truth, and it's like, okay, now that we've cleared that up, okay, love yourself. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So that's maybe what it could have been about. Maybe you had to draw strong boundaries, Divine Feminines. Like, a lot of you in this separation period had no choice but to exude, self-respect, putting somebody in their place, maybe letting them know that, no, you're not going to talk to me like that. No, you're not going to say that to me. No, you're not going to show up this way. And I feel like it's maybe like the first time that you guys ever experienced like that type of falling out. Okay, but somebody knows now. They've learned. Okay, they've learned their lesson, because I do feel like there is this need to want to close out the separation. Okay, and there we have it with engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Let's see what the masculines have learned. Okay, how has it ascended to a higher level of commitment? What have they learned about you, Divine Feminines? Okay, I won't take all of these, but let's see what's at the bottom. And at the top, we do have alchemy. And I feel like that goes hand in hand with your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, because I do feel like, silence has a lot to do with, like, giving each other space, and, like, maybe you didn't crowd their space. Maybe that's why your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, because instead of, like, turning towards negativity, they feel like you just release and you let it go. Someone trusts you. Like, based off of your reaction of Like when you're upset, they think that you're very mature, but I think it's just your ability to alchemize, right? Like for many of you in the divine feminine energy, you carry very strong empathic energy. So like you speak your truth, you allow others to speak their truth. And I feel like within all this time, like every time they go off or they might huff and puff, I'm hearing. So a wolf energy, many of them, I'm seeing like an Aries man as well, or even like a Leo. I'm seeing like any signs with like a temper, like they could huff and puff or get very quick tempered. I feel like honestly any sign with horns, because I'm getting like that charge energy, even like a Taurus man. They're quick to get hot tempered, and they've watched you not react to this. Okay, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive to me, says someone who just goes silent. You don't have anything to say. And then it's always your divine masculines coming back to make contact in some sort of playful way. So get ready for this cycle to come to an end, because we do have winter and rebirth. So for a lot of you, if you didn't communicate all throughout the entire summer because that was like your separation period, for some of you it might have been really triggering as well, because like in this card here, I feel like they're asking you to just let it all go. I feel like many of you might have had some painful moments throughout the summer, like watching your divine masculines kind of go out and like party and do their thing. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's that Taurus man, okay? And whoever he is too, like I feel like he could be very like good looking, charming, very strong, grounded energy here coming through. And I feel like for a lot of you, you had to look the other way. Whatever it is that triggered this moment of you having to just love on yourself first and let him just go do his thing, I feel like that in itself has caused somebody to just want to close out the separation. I feel like I'm hearing for some of you like the club scene got boring. Like, you know what it was? I feel like they want your forgiveness, divine feminines, and they want to come through as this new version of themselves, because the way that they were showing up, to me, I'm getting somebody who is just like arrogant, used to getting their way, because they're good looking, right? Taurus men too, they're often usually, I want to say they pack in, and it's Pentacles energy, so they're usually very flashy and grounded, and they have a lot of confidence because they got the bank accounts backing them up, you know. But whoever you are, divine feminines, like your self-respect, you maybe showed this person like, listen, I will create that distance and space from you, like simply just because of that arrogance, okay? And someone finds that attractive, you stop them dead in their tracks, and now they want your forgiveness. You're making someone elevate, okay? When it says your love life's ascending to a higher level of commitment, you've made this like charging bull type of energy. Again, it could be an Aries, it could be a roaring Leo man. You've made them like, I see these big, majestic, strong animals just, you know, like, you know what I mean? I don't know what the hell I just did there. But it's this energy of like, you know, humility, or like, I'm getting that they miss you. They just miss you. This is a very stubborn man as well, especially because I am picking up on earth signs, or even like a Taurus man, and it's taking them a lot to humble themselves and close out this separation. But expect communication, guys. I feel like this winter, a lot of you guys spent all summer feeling just triggered by each other, having like your glow up summer and whatever the case is. It wasn't shit. It wasn't shit. Those clubs weren't shit. Those girls weren't shit. They ain't got nothing on you, divine feminine. He knows it, okay? So I feel like this winter and this rebirth energy is going to be all about someone, again, storming in as this new love, okay? They don't want to be clumsy anymore. I'm hearing a bull in a china shop, okay? And maybe that's what your beauty tends to do, divine feminine, is that like, and that's why I'm getting a bull energy here, because he came in to conquer, okay? But you were just like, no, sir, stop, pause, breathe. And that, again, stopped him. Maybe he had to rethink, you know, his strategy. And I have been picking up, too, on a lot of masculines who, like, they're used to coming in there and just saying a couple of words and having women fall all over them. And, you know, they're used to getting attention and commanding a room. But whoever you are, divine feminine, I mean, you really are changing up the scene here. I've been picking up on a lot of you stepping on the scene, and like the most confident man in the room feels some type of way with your energy. I feel like this is like the season. It's like the era of many of you stepping into like a very balanced, maybe even aspects of like your darker divine feminine energy, where like when you walk into a room full of men, you really don't allow yourself to feel intimidated. If anything, many of you carrying this energy will feel like it is a privilege for many of them to even smell the aroma of your perfume in the air. Okay, you will make your way through that room and like you won't even like think about it twice. Whereas like, you know, some women might feel the energy of intimidation and like, oh my god, are they looking at me? And like, are they checking me out? And like, this divine feminine is like, of course you're watching me. Of course you're trying to get my attention. But I'm going to stay focused on what it is I came here to do tonight. So I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger. That's just how you guys are coming off here. But somebody just, they want this separation to end. You win. All right, bad girl. Okay, is that bad girl? Do your thing. Please, let's just close out the distance. Let's close off the forgiveness. I'm going to come towards you. A little bit more humbled now. But it is taking them some courage to come at you again, okay? But they will do it a little bit more, you know, humbly. I feel like this spring will be a significant time for you guys to experience new love. Seeds are telling me too. It's like, oh, finally, we're on the same page here, okay? It's like when you cut the grass and you sprinkle fresh seeds and you allow something new and healthy to bloom. That's what I feel like you guys for spring. I feel like this winter, it's going to be a little bit of like that awkward kind of, you know, reaching out and, you know, running off and wanting to, you know, connect, but then still feeling triggered by the summer stuff. Okay, we also have Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio here wanting to make an appearance in terms of signs. This could be you, divine feminines. Okay, and we do have that Tower moment, divine intervention coming in. And I feel like the divine intervention is actually confirming here that, you know, we are getting ready to close out the distance here. Okay, it's enough of this war between you two. I feel like that's why forgiveness and learning started off the reading, because like, again, I'm feeling a rough summer between you guys, but then the energy just kind of goes into, you know, feeling a bit more emotional and experiencing forgiveness and realizing that, you know, being in communication and talking about shit is way better than being at a distance and like, you know, painting the worst case scenario pictures with one another, and just allowing that distance to, you know, wedge, you know, something further and further between you two. It's like the wedge is going deeper and deeper and deeper. So I feel like it's your masculines here that are really leading this energy in terms of wanting to end this time out. Okay, so when you guys do communicate again, what type of energy can you expect from your divine masculines? Okay, so we have them coming in with these beautiful romantic feelings. Okay, so they know now the feelings are very real. Okay, and usually that does happen for the masculines with the time and distance, especially if you are this master alchemizer here and you are, you know, really focused on loving yourself first throughout this journey, divine feminines. You're not about to chase anybody. You're not about to go mother anybody. You're not about to solve anybody's problems. It almost comes like the perfect, you know, I keep wanting to say, it's been happening in like the past couple readings now, and I can't seem to find the word for it. I don't know if it's like, I'm hearing like the perfect mathematical equation, or like the perfect, like, you know, when you balance two, maybe it's not mathematical equation, but the image I keep getting in my head is like you two, like, it's like when you mix two elements together and it creates a third element that is like, wow, like, you know, this is a great substance. That is what I feel between you two when it comes to romantic feelings here. Is like somebody just feels better when you two are communicating. It's not worth it when you guys are at a distance, because somebody ends up feeling lovesick. You know, sometimes they experience feelings of like doubt, or, you know, wondering if all of this was for nothing, or I feel like both of you experience that feeling. But yeah, for this winter, it's getting ready to close out. So, you know, get ready to be in communication, even if it is, you know, here and there. And then around springtime, you guys should be in full bloom again. All right, so that's what I have for you guys for this one. If you guys have enjoyed,
Don't be a stranger. Join the memberships. There's lots of 18 plus juicy readings on there. I do share little tidbits into my own personal journey. So if you guys are ever interested, you're going through some of the heavy stuff, join the memberships, okay? It's a great place to be. Lots of good juicy readings there. And if you guys would ever like to connect for a personal session, reach out to me on Hipsy, okay? On Hipsy, you do have the option to call me and we can talk by phone, or we can text if you're a texter. Otherwise, if you head to Wizio.com, I do recorded readings there as well, all right? I'd love to work with you guys. There's tons of reviews to skim through. Yeah, hit me up, guys. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next one, okay? Take it easy, guys. Bye.